Jesus. Let's go. Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video you guys are watching my kickoff video to my Obey recruitment responses. So this is the first video, and instead of making a video about why I started YouTube or something, or why I want to go for Obey, I think I'm just gonna do what I usually would do. I have a topic that I really want to talk to you guys about, but if you do enjoy this video at any moment in time or support Obey Allie, you should definitely drop a like for that, and yeah, let's continue. So about 2 or 3 weeks ago now, I made a video about huge egos, and I made myself look like a total jackass. I basically repeated myself for 3 minutes saying how I hated people with huge egos. Yeah, I could totally see why you guys thought I was a total jackass for that, but I feel the need to explain why I made that video in the first place. I made a video about a year ago now about how my brothers are thugs, up to no good kid shit. Like he was doing drugs, he was drinking, he was stealing, he was just being a total shit disturber. Others dipped out, as they would call it, and I don't even know where they went. They were just living life, you know? Criminals. And really nothing has changed, and it's so disappointing. Around the time that I made the ego video, my brother was released from jail, and all he was doing was posting selfies to Facebook like every hour on the hour, and he made himself look like a tool. I was overly frustrated with my brother's decisions, and me making that ego video was me dealing with that frustration. So instead of freaking out at someone or just getting mad and angry, I made a video to express myself, and it came out the wrong way. So my brother was released from jail actually on November 4th, and he was supposed to go to a halfway house because his sentence was initially 2 years and 8 months or something. And when you go to a halfway house, you basically finish your jail sentence there instead of spending it behind bars. And my brother can't follow simple rules, so he ditched out on that halfway house, and he basically was on the run. Me being me, I'm the youngest sibling, and I'm basically watching all my brothers make stupid ass decisions, and it's really hard as it is, and my brother knew what he had to do to make like everything right, and he kind of just blew it all off just so he could do drugs, sell drugs, and get into more shit. My brother was on the most wanted list for where I live, and this was the description on it. So-and-so was released on stat release on November 4th, however, he failed to report as required, and a Canada-wide apprehension and suspension warrant was issued for his arrest. So-and-so has a record for break and enter and theft, assault with a weapon, failed to comply with a court order, possession of a weapon, armed robbery, disguised with intent, possession of stolen property, possession of stolen credit card, and uttering threats. So, I'm not proud at all. No. So I know my brother was supposed to go to this halfway house, and I got super duper frustrated because as the youngest sibling, I'm kind of the only one on the straight and narrow path. And by the straight and narrow, I mean I'm the only one that has a full-time stable job, a license, graduated high school, and whatnot. So I feel kind of let down by my brothers, and I'm uber frustrated watching them go down the path of selling drugs, doing drugs, and being criminals. When I made that ego video, I was releasing all that built up frustration. Deep down, I know my brothers are great people, but they honestly just need to give their head a shake. I do realize in life making the right decisions is pretty hard when you want everything to be easy, but just because the things you're doing are easy, like, doesn't mean it's good for you in the long run, kind of thing. Like selling drugs, easy money, but you're looking over your shoulder to get arrested or beat up by your drug dealer or some shit. And that's not the life I want my brothers to live, so obviously I'm gonna be a little bit frustrated that my family is making those stupid decisions. See, my brothers have always kind of been like this. Like when I moved to Camrose about a year or so after, so grade 7, I was walking home from school with a friend, and I got a phone call from my mother, and she told me not to come home. My brother ripped somebody off, and they were coming after him, so my mom called me, told me not to come home, and when I did, there's police, like, surrounding my house, so that's really not the lifestyle I want my family to be living. So with that ego video, I was just overly pissed expressing myself, and if I came off like a douchebag, I'm sorry. If you could take anything out of this video, just follow the law. Honestly, it's not that hard, and if life does feel hard for you and making the right decisions feels hard, is because it most likely is hard. It's just because it's easy doesn't mean it's the right decision. So, yeah. We go where we want to.